Alright, we're going to go over how to do a dumbbell tricep extension on the ball. It's a great exercise to isolate the triceps as well as the legs. Let's get started with the exercise. Alright, so go ahead and lie back onto the ball until it rests on the back of your head as well as your upper parts of your shoulders. Now, go ahead and press the weight up while the palms face each other. Then, simply bend the elbows until the dumbbells hit the ball. The key thing about this exercise is the elbow angle. Make sure they don't move up or down. All they're doing is bending and straightening. Pretty common error on this exercise is where the elbows flare out, which we'll take a look at in more detail in a little bit. When you're doing this exercise, don't neglect the core. Always keep it tight because you are going overhead and the back is prone to going into hyperextension. Alright, let's take a look at it from another angle. Lying down on your back until the ball rests on the back of your head as well as your upper parts of your shoulder blades. Press the weight up, and then from there you can see that the weights, the elbows as well as the shoulders are all aligned in a straight line. Now from there, just bend your elbows and just repeat the exercise, bending and just straightening. What I meant earlier by flaring the elbows out, you can see here that our trainer Mars keeps his elbows really nice and close to his body. It doesn't go outwards. That's what I meant by flaring it out. So make sure to keep those elbows in to target the tricep muscles more. Let's take a look at some ways to do it wrong. So here's one where the elbows flare out. You can see here that the dumbbells go outwards instead of going straight up and down. So the elbows really flare out, which kind of neglects the triceps to a certain extent. It makes it a little bit more strenuous on the shoulders. So keep the elbows in. Do not let it flare out. Now this one here is where the hips move way too much. So as the elbows bend, the hips drop, as you can see here, which takes away from the core as well as the exercise, because now you're just using momentum to fling the weight up. So keep that core tight, make sure the hips don't move at all, and just simply bend and straighten those elbows. Alright, so let's just recap the exercise. Go ahead and sit down onto the ball with your dumbbells. Lie down onto it, so reclining into it until the ball rests on the back of your head as well as your upper parts of your shoulder blades. Now press the weight up while the palms face each other. Now all you're doing is just simply bending the elbows until the dumbbells rest on the back of the ball. The key thing about this exercise is to keep the elbows in, do not let them flare out, and make sure the wrists don't flick on the way down as well as on the way up. And make sure those hips stay neutral, meaning keeping the core tight so that the hips do not move at all. So there you have it. That's the dumbbell tricep extension on the ball. Remember, always find the right level for you and focus on doing the exercise properly. Target the right muscle groups without any compensation. Hope you learned a lot and provide us with any comments or feedback. If you want more tips and advice on exercise or nutrition, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook at Dynamic Grit Fitness. Have a super day.